The spaceport was a chaotic mess of ships, alien merchants, and travelers from every corner of the galaxy. My boots clicked on the metal floor, the sound echoing around me as I pushed through the throngs of people. I wasn't much of a traveler. In fact, I hated the endless vacuum of space. But I had a mission, one I couldn't ignore. I was a hired gun, a mercenary. People like me didn't ask questions. We just did the job. This job was different, though. I had been hired to transport an alien woman, a princess, they said, from one planet to another. Her name was Alyra, and the rumors surrounding her made me uneasy. They said she was the most beautiful creature in the galaxy, that she had the power to sway entire empires with a single glance, that everyone wanted her, and I mean everyone, kings, generals, even gods from other worlds. But Alyra had chosen me, a human mercenary, to escort her. I didn't know why, and frankly, I didn't care. Money was money, but I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more to this assignment than I was being told. As I made my way through the terminal, a shimmering light caught my eye. I turned and saw her. Alyra was standing at the entrance to the docking bay, bathed in a soft, glowing light that seemed to come from nowhere. Her features were otherworldly, sharp, delicate, and mesmerizing. Her skin was a silvery blue, like the surface of a distant moon. Her hair cascaded down in flowing waves, a deep violet that shimmered as she moved. Her eyes, those eyes, were a luminous green, glowing softly in the dim light of the terminal. She was everything the rumors had promised and more. As she stepped toward me, I felt the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Her presence was overwhelming, and I could feel the eyes of everyone in the room turn toward her. She was used to this, I could tell. She walked with the grace of someone who had always been admired, always been desired. But when she looked at me, it was different. "You're late," she said, her voice smooth as velvet, yet with an edge of authority. I blinked, trying to process the fact that this stunning creature, this alien princess, was speaking to me. "I'm not late. You just arrived early." She smiled, and I swear the entire room seemed to exhale in unison. "True," she said, her voice teasing now. "I've been waiting for you, human." I couldn't stop myself from staring. It wasn't just her beauty that caught my attention. It was the way she spoke, the way she carried herself, like she had the entire universe at her fingertips. Yet, for some reason, she had chosen me. "Are you ready to leave?" I asked, trying to keep my composure. "Ready as I'll ever be," she replied, stepping closer. Her presence felt magnetic, like I was being drawn to her by some unseen force. "But first, there's something I need to say." I raised an eyebrow. "What's that?" She looked around, ensuring that no one else was within earshot. Her gaze locked onto mine, and in that moment, I felt like I was the only person in the galaxy. "Everyone wants me human," she said, her voice low, almost a whisper. "But I want you." I froze. I didn't know what to say. Every instinct in me screamed to ask what she meant, but the words wouldn't come. I was a mercenary, a man who had seen the worst of the galaxy. I wasn't supposed to fall for this. For her, but there was something in the way she said it, in the way she looked at me. I couldn't deny that I felt something stir inside me, something deep and unfamiliar. "You want me?" I finally managed to ask, my voice hoarse. "Yes," she replied, her lips curling into a soft smile. I've chosen you, human." I couldn't believe it. I was just a hired gun, a man of little importance in the grand scheme of things. But Alyra, this alien princess, had chosen me. "Why?" I asked, my voice betraying confusion I felt. "There's so many others who could offer you more. You could have anyone you wanted." She stepped closer, her eyes never leaving mine. "That's exactly why I want you. Everyone wants me, but none of them see me. They see only what they want: power, beauty, influence. But you see me. You don't treat me like a prize to be won. You treat me like a person. Her words hit me like a wave. I didn't know what to say. All I knew was that she was right. I had never seen her as just an alien princess or some untouchable being. I saw her as a person, a woman who was so much more than the rumors said. I don't know what to say. I admitted, my heart pounding. This is all too much. You don't have to say anything, she said, reaching out to gently touch my arm. I don't need words. I need someone who understands. And in that moment, I understood. Alyra wasn't just beautiful. She wasn't just a princess. She was a person who'd been surrounded by people who wanted her for what she could offer. Power, status, beauty. But no one had ever truly seen her. No one had ever treated her like a human being. No one had ever looked beyond the surface. And I had done just that. For the first time in my life, I felt like I mattered. Alyra saw something in me that I didn't even know existed. She wanted me, not because I was powerful or important, but because I was just me. But with that realization came another truth. I wasn't sure if I was ready for what this meant. Alyra was an alien princess, and I was just a human mercenary. I wasn't supposed to get involved with someone like her. I had a job to do. I had to get her to her destination. But how could I ignore what I was feeling? How could I pretend that I didn't want this? Didn't want her? Are you ready? She asked, her voice bringing me back to reality. I nodded slowly. Yeah, let's go. We boarded the ship, and as we ascended into the void of space, I couldn't shake the feeling that my life had just changed. Alyra had chosen me. She wanted me, and in that moment, I realized that I wanted her too. But as the stars streaked by, I couldn't help but wonder, was I ready for what came next? Could I truly be the man she saw in me? Could I stand beside her in a galaxy that would never accept us? Alyra's hand brushed mine as she sat beside me, and I knew in that instant that everything had changed. I want you human, she whispered again, and this time I believed her. And for the first time in my life, I believed in something bigger than myself, something that stretched across the stars, something that would make everything else seem insignificant, a future with her.